Alrighty, this is lesson 6-3, and we're continuing on with example 4, letter C. And so as you look at this example, we have to think it through. We say, okay, what is the value of the logarithmic expression to the nearest 10,000th? So we've got our natural log, and so we remember that our base is e. And what we ask is, okay, well, the argument is negative 1.87. So we're like, okay, e to what power gives you negative 1.87? And when we think about it, we're like, okay, well, e to the 0 power is 1. E to the first power is e. And so when we're thinking about e squared, that's e times e. And so we're not getting a negative. And there is no exponent to which e can be raised in order to get a negative number. So again, this is undefined, and that's very important. Continuing on to example 5. This is where we use our ability to rewrite the exponential into a logarithmic form. And this is really important, but also kind of challenging, because we have 25 is equal to 10 raised to the x minus 1 power. We're wanting to solve for the exponent. And so the second step, or where I have the green star there, is the very important part. We're rewriting this. Log base 10, it's a common log, of 25 gives us the exponent of x minus 1. So again, we have to rewrite this because we're given 10 raised to a power. We're saying, okay, what is that power? We know that there's a minus 1 there, but what is that power? So we rewrite it. Once we do that, we solve for x just like normal. So we have 1 plus log of 25 equals x. And you're like, well, how did that get to 2.398? And so whatever type of calculator you're using, we'll cruise over to Desmos, and you're like, okay, well, do I type in log? And so down here at the keyboard, you'll see it under functions. And so I just wanted to point that out, that it's not a trig function, it's under MISC. And so you'll see, here's our log. And so log of 25, and the way it was precisely written was 1 plus, and we should get that same number rounded to the thousandths. Now, just as a caution, be careful that you don't include that 1 in the argument, because that will change the value. Switching back to my other screen. In part B, this time we're given it in our natural log form, and we are going to convert it to exponential form. And so remember, we're thinking ln base e. And so when we rewrite this, we can see that e to the 4th power, because they're telling us that this is the exponent there, that 4 is the exponent. So e to the 4th power gives us 2x plus 3. And again, we're going to solve using addition properties, subtraction properties, multiplication properties. All of those good algebra properties still hold. After that, you get to this earthquake problem, and it's kind of a fun one where we are rewriting, but we're using an equation that they give us. And so I don't think you'll have too much trouble with this part. And then I think that's about it before you get to some really good notes here. And then you're in your do you understand and do you know? So let us know if you have any questions.